Okay. Okay, now you should be able to hear me. Do I have my invincibility on? I do. Hey, Monty. And John. Okay. Alright, what do I need to do? I think I should go back to Litter Gulch. But first... Alright, very good. This is this thing. Okay. Okay, now that I've opened that, do some more stuff in here. Okay. Yeah, this is a whole thing, but I don't even have to really worry. Yeah, just pull these up. Gobi. I hear ya. Okay. Hey, Joey. Yeah, I didn't think Conker had a British accent either. This is obviously Tooie, as it says in the title and the thumbnail. Okay, you know what? So many things I have to do with this detonator. Oh, here we go. I was looking for this place. Alright, who's ready for some button mashing? Hey, Jonas. Goes okay. Shit. Oh my god, this is harder than I thought. Oh my god! Oh, my arm! Holy crap! Oh, that was actually really bad. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I should not do that, ever. Okay, alright, I successfully strained my arm. Yeah, that's really bad. Ooh! No, I do have a, I actually have a turbo controller, but I'm not using it at the moment. I'm using a regular one. I use, like, I got, like, a chapstick, and I, like, tensed up my arm, and I just mashed the button with that. I usually use, you know, like, a pen or whatever I can find. But, ooh, that was actually really bad. The one in Cloud Cuckoo Land I remember not being as bad. I'm actually pretty good at that one. It's not gonna get worse, no. I remember the one in Cloud Cuckoo Land not being that bad. In fact, that's my favorite level. Here, let me do this now. Okay. Alright, there we go. Well, I usually don't hurt myself by doing that. Usually I can do that the optimal way. The button mashing in this game never really gave me that much trouble. It just did right now because I think I positioned my arm in a weird way and it like kind of it really hurt. It's the back of the back of my elbow. Like right in the middle there. Really hurt. Oh. Usually I could just press, like, I don't need a pen or anything. I could just, like, do that normally. Except in... Good God, I am dreading playing Star Fox Adventures again and doing the frickin' Lightfoot test of strength, because that does take me using a pen and tensing up my arm, and I have to do it at a very specific moment. It's not fun. Whatever, I don't need it. Okay, well, it must be... Yeah, same, Arrow. But then again, I played this one first. And I didn't end up getting, Kazooie until later. And by that time, I was so used to this one that it was just hard to get into that one.
Yo, oh, and come on up. Yo, and yo, up, come up, yo, up, oh, come on up. Yo, and yo, come up.
Hey, Chicky boy. Yeah, I heard about that, so that's why, I think I'm finally gonna get that game.
Yo, and up. Yo, yo.
Yeah, it should have been in the game at launch, but no. No, Raven, I'm not using an emulator. I'm playing on an N64. I don't really use emulators anymore. Oh. Like I said, on an N64, I'm using a capture card. N64 controller feels good. I actually like it, unlike a lot of people. No, Kazooie's not immortal. I have invincibility on, so this game will be less of a struggle for me. Well, whatever Platonic makes next, I hope it's more something like this game. much am I supposed to... How much am I supposed to score? I think I might have to score 50? Wow, I think I got that clutch. Wow. Oh, so... Holy shit. I have to do it 3 different ways. Oh, I know. There we go.
Hey, you finally made it, Spyro.
Hey, SSB King, thanks for the subscription. I don't know why I didn't hear the alert. Alright, well, it's just another thing about alerts that's being dumb. is that easy. All you have to do is blast it. Hey Trey, I'm alright. Nope.
Up and oh, come, yawn. Up, come, and oh, yo. Ubenaka.
Didn't I already return one child to you? Yeah, a remaster would be pretty cool.
Oh.
Not close at all, Ryan. This is only the 3rd world. And there are like 9 worlds. I always try my best to get that one full of blues, but it's really hard. I win 2 bleeping prizes. I think that's the first time I've ever done that first try. Ah, close. Yeah! Another Jinjo family complete. Let's see. No, I've never played Klonoa.
Up and oh, up yo, oh, come. Oh, yo, and come up. Oh, yo, and oh, up, oh. Yo, and up, oh, up, come. Up, come, yo, up, come, up, oh.
There's nothing I can do with him yet.
Oh.
Yeah, RE4 remake, let's go! I sure hope they'll give us something Spyro related.
Oh.
Oh no! I love you, Pano. You're so cute. I can't play Nuts and Bolts. I don't have an Xbox. I never have. What? What? I'm not muted. What? Hey, Twilight, thanks for the membership. Come on, Mumbo. Not really much I can do. I mean, I don't really need to do this at all. Twilight, they're just making a reference to an anime. It's not a big deal. Yes, of course. I love Spy Family. I watch it every week. I mean, like, I'm someone who makes references to stuff all the time, but, like, that's kind of like the danger of making references, because you don't know who, like, you know, you don't know who's gonna, who has watched the thing that you're making a reference to. You don't know who's gonna take you, like, seriously. So, I would advise not doing that, I guess. Yet. that's too bad, because Spy Family is actually a very good show. There's nothing to be uncomfortable about. It's a really good show. What do I mean by what? I didn't say my family, I said Spy Family. It's called Spy Family. See you, ferret. I think that's a Banjo. It is. Ah, Mark, finally! You're here. Yes, please, I would like you to join.
Woo.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Okay, great.
How are you?
Doing good. wondering when you'd
Yay.
come in here.
Huh?
I was wondering when you'd come in here.
Oh, well, I was recording stuff with Weston,
Oh, I see.
but it was a pretty short stay. We just got a few episodes of something done, and he left, so I am now here.
Very good.
How has the stream been going?
Not bad. Still doing the screen sharing thing. I don't know why.
Aw. You tried unplugging your capture card?
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't know what would be causing that issue. Oh no, I'm going to fart. I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay.
It was very small.
What? What the hell is that? What even?
Oh man. I've got plenty to edit right now, so I'm glad that I've got stuff to do.
What the fuck is even happening? There we go.
What happened?
I keep missing these notes.
Hello. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself.
If I recall correctly, I get talent from PETA somewhere around here.
Okay, hi. I got a little update on our cat that we gave to my mom's coworker friend, Desi. She's been doing okay.
Okay, good.
And she's a big girl now. She's getting there.
I didn't know Desi was a girl.
Yeah. We couldn't tell at first, but then my mom, I think, was able to tell right before we gave her away. Because, yeah, Desi was named after, what, the Desi from, I guess, I Love Lucy?
Yeah, Desi Arnaz.
Who the heck? Oh, this fucking guy. SpongeBob is meme. That's a good username. Did you get to hear some of that sweet, delicious voice acting in Nick All-Star Brawl?
I heard some of it.
I like how now you were like, yeah, it's got voice acting. Okay, maybe I'll pick it up.
But yeah, I mean, why would I want to play a fighting game where everything is silent? Anyone want to be inside the big fish?
Ooh, the big fish. Smithers, I want to go inside the big fish. Oh, you can't do that, sir. Smithers, I went through a whale's ass. Why'd you do that? You shouldn't have done that without my permission. Would you go through a whale's ass?
No.
Technically, you already have. Can you recall when?
Yeah, I went through a whale's ass.
You remember when you did that? You did for reals. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
When did you do it?
I don't know. How about you tell that story?
When we did, when we were playing It Takes Two. There's a part where you come out of a whale's ass, but you technically have to go through it.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
It's in the little snow globe world. You have to go through your sliding and you go through a whale's ass. You come out the other side. This is really gross and creepy and I don't like it. I forgot that you have to go through all this. It's like Clanker, but 10 times more disgusting.
Yeah. I like the sound these guys make. Hi!
Yeah, oh yeah, I like them. Hi! Now, if I'm not mistaken, let me hear this. I'm gonna unmute the stream. I'm gonna try and hear them again. If I'm not mistaken, I think those dudes that go hi, I think they took that soundbite from the first game.
Oh.
Because there are some guys in Rusty Bucket Bay that sound like that when you're in the little kitchen area. Is areas inside Fish a trope? Probably. Because yeah, there's also Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I get it now. Okay, hold on.
King Jabu Jabu. Yeah, Nick All-Star Brawl has voices now. It's okay.
Get Talon Torpedo.
I listened to a few characters. The Dinosaur Belly and Pterodactyl Land. It's almost, I mean, I'm gonna say it, it's almost like Rare enjoys Vor in these games. I'm just gonna say it. They were making this game and they said, a dash of Vor?
A dash of more. That's what they talk.
And they told Grant to compose music for it and he said, oh, okay.
Okay. Compose music for a 4. Sure.
Give us a Vor soundtrack and he was like, I don't know what that means. Alright. Take that back. It's lies, I tell you. Except it maybe not. Fucking with them.
Okay, let's see. I think I remember how to do this.
Yeah, there's also a part in Star Fox Adventures where you go through a creature's insides, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah. Now that I think about it, a lot of N64 games had moments where you go into a creature's insides. Yeah, and PS1. Can't forget Spyro, where you go through the whale. You go through him, go through Will's ass. That clip's really funny just because of how badly you lost it when I did that. It was really funny.
Okay, I think inside there is the crispy bacon part.
Crispy bacon. Did you say Happy June to what's his face? Up on the surface to Jolly Roger?
Yeah.
His yucca sounding ass.
Yeah.
If you were to star in a banjo-style platformer, who would you want your sidekick to be?
Um, that depends. Am I a fox already?
You are still a fox.
Okay. Well, I guess I want a bird.
A little bird. What kind of a bird?
I don't know.
Do you want a Pohinix?
Sure.
Do you want a woodpecker?
That'd be interesting.
You want a bird that's gonna fly you around, right?
Yeah.
So you can have fun flying. Hi, Wumba. I'm still calling it the wigwam. Do you prefer her design here or in nuts and bolts?
I like it here.
So it looks very different in nuts and bolts.
So how's my video coming along?
I'm not at liberty to discuss right now. That is classified information when it's public.
Okay.
People don't know yet. Yeah, they did kind of redesign her to look kind of like a country girl. I don't mind it. Bolts did a lot of weird stuff. How many subs do you need to get to before you play nuts and bolts on the channel?
How would I play nuts and bolts?
I would buy you a 360. What if I let you borrow Rare Replay?
No.
Okay. Can you emulate it?
No.
Damn. Hello, England, trouser-wearing pig.
Crispy bacon.
Crispy bacon. Mad Mod bacon.
I really don't want to do that right now because I don't want this part. Where do I get Challenge Torpedo? I completely forget.
Do a special stream to get an Xbox 360 and nuts and bolts.
No.
That's what Millicoli said. Is this a world you enjoy?
Not particularly, no.
Frickin' water ass world.
I like the surface, but I don't like this part. But this is, like, most of the level.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the larger part. Well, apparently it's supposed to reach the hundreds later this week, and I'm not looking forward to that. We're gonna hit like 106, and it's gonna get so fucking hot. Oh.
It sucks.
It's not even summer yet. Give us a break.
I know.
How is it for you? Are you cool or are you
It's
kind
really
of warm?
hot.
Is it warm? God, why are you trying to re-release Glover? Don't do that. It doesn't need to be freaking. Doesn't need to be re-released. That travesty does not need to be released back to the public again.
I know. God damn it. Okay, that's another thing that I hate about, like, this being underwater and trying to swim is, like, whenever I'm like above one of those warp pads and I want to press B to swim, it just like fucking thinks that I'm on the warp pad.
Yeah.
Okay, so in there is the Lord Wolfak fight.
Lord Boofak Fack.
Wait, there was no... The fox, actually, I'm using a cheat, but, in this level, like, in the level proper, you have to use Mumbo, to put, like, oxygen in the water, so you can be down here, like, to begin with, but I didn't even need to do that, since I have invincibility on.
If the controls are fixed, it'll at least be decent. No, because the level design is still very not fun to navigate through. And the textures are still gonna be shit. It's not a very pretty game to look at. I don't care how polished it looks in terms of resolution and quality. It was the one game based solely off how it looked. The one and only game still, so far, to this day, to actively give me a headache as I was playing it because it was so ugly to look at.
Ugh.
And I never get headaches from looking at games. I've played VR games where it's super colorful all the time, colors flying at you and you're going real fast. I've played games like that in VR and I've felt absolutely fine. And I can spend quite a long time in VR without feeling sick. But Glover made me feel sick. I felt like I was getting a headache and I was just close to barfing. Looking at all the bleeding colors. I mean, yes, they did upscale the game, and yes, they took the fog out, so thankfully draw distance is a lot better in this newer version or whatever, but like it still doesn't mean anything when the game still plays like ass. And it's still not fun to look at. So it still stays the same for me that the game's still pretty shit. I was really legitimately taken aback to realize, find out that people actually really like that game. The majority, the general consensus of Glover is relatively positive. It's like positive to neutral, and it's not super negative. A lot of people don't like it, and I'm obviously in that boat, but I thought the majority of people would hate it. I thought I was like on board with Bubsy as like a super duper bad game. It's a black Jinjo.
Another kazooie thing. God damn it.
Yeah, I forget where you get that.
Where the
Isn't
hell
it
is
supposed to be in this world?
Torpedo?
Would Banjo and Kazooie win in a fight? Would Banjo and Kazooie win in a fight against Yuka and Lily? Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey, if KO wasn't a big enough example for you that some of these platformers sometimes occasionally try too hard to be edgy and be 90s and be, you know, nostalgic, Ukulele, as part of its advertisement campaign, they recreated the DK rap with Yuka and Lily, and it's really, really cringe. It tries way too hard to be like the DK rap, and it's not funny, and it's not even like cool. What was the story behind the DK rap? Like, someone, I don't know if it was Grant himself or somebody else, thought it was like such a ridiculous idea that nobody thought it would catch on and be like funny or anything. They thought it was gonna be like a cringy like dating of the time to have like a rap in a kids game or whatever.
Yeah.
But someone said, I think, to like go through with it, and they ended up, you know, it's iconic now to DK.
Yeah.
But initially, some people were against it. It's like I was telling you in shameless plug time, the latest episode of the Vid Games podcast where we were talking about Spyro. It's like I said in that podcast, when you've got an original developer who makes a game and they do decisions like that, you know, come out pretty iconic and really funny and cool, and then years later they make either a spiritual successor or a remake or remaster or whatever that has to kind of, you know, recreate those beats and that feel. Having to recreate something like that, whether it's a level or a character portrayal or something, or like this song, like this rap, trying to do it in a spiritual successor type way, but having to recreate that kind of feel, knowing you've already done it once before or somebody else has already done it once before, you can tell when they're trying hard to recreate the feeling rather than it coming like naturally.
Yeah.
That's what the ukulele rap feels like. It feels like they tried way too hard to match something they've already done in the past, and it doesn't come off as endearing as the original DK rap. That's a load of yep. Doesn't Grant hate the DK rap? No, that's what I was saying. I don't think, no, he doesn't hate it, but I think he initially was against it because he thought it was just not going to pan out very well. It felt too like shoehorned in. The idea of just having the intro be like the characters dancing to a rap song.
Yeah.
But it worked out. And again, I'm a silly, stupid little GameCube boy. I first heard the DK rap in remixed form in Smash Brothers Melee, so I had no clue there was an original form version of the song. And when I heard it, I thought it was inferior at first. I like them both pretty equally now, but it's no secret that, you know, I do still kind of prefer the Melee remix because that's what I grew up with.
Shut up.
And I think it's a really cool remix. I like it a lot.
I like the original one.
It's not like I didn't like it when I first heard it as a kid, when I found out that there was an original version, but I just didn't think it was as good originally when I was a kid. The more I listened to it, and the more I was exposed to DK64, and I found out more about it as a game, because I didn't even know it originated from DK64 when I was a kid. I didn't know a whole lot about Nintendo games back then. Melee was my introduction to all of those represented properties. Melee was my introduction to a bunch of them. That was the first time I heard of Metroid, Star Fox. My first real good look at a couple of characters from the Mario series, even. I was pretty late to the Nintendo party, I guess you could say, sort of. Anyway, that's where I start to feel kind of 2000s-esque.
Alan Torpedo, there we go.
Yeah. I had no idea ukulele had a rap, but looking it up, yeah, not good. The DK rap was censored in some versions. The US version, they say this Kong's one heck of a guy, but the UK version says hell of a guy. And for some reason, the remix that is in the T-rated Melee also uses heck, which I think is really funny.
Doesn't the... Wait, my version says hell, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe it was later copies then. Maybe there was a re-release. I'm pretty sure there are versions of the original where they said heck. I don't think all versions say hell. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't remember, to be honest. I mean, maybe all versions do say hell. I don't know. Artisan says they have the best sellers version. Does that say hell or heck? I mean, I know for a 100% fact that the remix in Melee says heck. Artisan says the best sellers version of the original game says heck. They must have censored it later. So maybe it's a little bit of both. Maybe we were all right. Like, the original version, some of the earlier releases for all regions probably said hell, but then maybe for the US they censored it to heck. Melancholy. Dear God, the ukulele rap is cringe listening to it right now. Yeah, I told you. They're just trying to recreate the DK feel, and it's not as good. Going into it, just knowing that they've done it once before, they're trying to recreate that feel, instead of, you know, back then they just kind of, you know, up and did it. There was no real thought behind it. They just did it because they thought it'd be funny. Yeah, that is true, and I forget why that was the case. The Xbox, yeah, Conquer Life and Reloaded censored the word shit, and I think they censored the word bitch too. Because fuck, characters said fuck in the original game too, but that was the only word that was censored. Every instance of fuck was censored, but shit, bitch, damn, hell, they were all uncensored in the original. They were all uncensored in the original N64 game, but then in Live and Reloaded, I think bitch is censored. I know shit is. Fuck continues obviously to be censored. There were just a few instances here and there where curse words weren't censored in the N64 version. They got censored in the Xbox remake. I don't think hell was censored. I mean, if it's a T game, you can say hell about as many times as you want. I mean, even today, some E10 games can say hell. Just look at Crash 4. They got away with saying a lot of shit.
So this is just for the... Yeah, this is just for the Cheeto page.
You know...
But I can't even do that yet since I can't glide.
Aw. Yeah, Crash 4 does say bastards. Not even fucking Conquer said bastards, I don't think. Or maybe it did like once or twice, I can't remember. I know they censored a whole scene from Conker's Bad Fur Day. Or wait, maybe it was from Live and Reloaded, but maybe it was in the original. Where he's looking at the teddies, and they're like dissecting somebody alive or something. And they changed that shit to where those doctor teddies were just kind of like, those surgeon teddies were just kind of like hanging out. I think they were smoking or something. But in the original, they're straight up dissecting a dude and he's still alive.
Disgusting.
It is. And you see it, they just show it blatantly. There's like blood and guts everywhere.
I don't like it.
I mean, I would really like to see another platformer game like that has like adult humor. To my knowledge, Conker's like one of the only ones to do it. I still can't believe he said bastards. I mean, if anyone had to cuss in the Crash series, I could see it being Dingodile.
Yeah, of course.
It's still weird to me that Tana says give him hell, but, you know, it's whatever. That's why I appreciate the effort from Toys for Bob to be a little more adult, or a little more, you know, for teens up and not so much for kids in that regard. But with how much they did it, not to say they did it every other sentence or whatever, or line of dialogue, but I don't know. I think, having bastards in there is like, maybe you could have just gone away with just that. But they said bastards, hell, kick-ass Coco, and they said, what else? Bollocks, buggers. I mean, that's more UK stuff, but most of Dingodile's fucking cussing just revolves around UK shit. So of course they're like, whoa, did he just say that? I remember seeing Caddy's reaction to him saying buggers. He's like, wait, what?
Oh, what? What'd you say?
Unfortunately, during his live stream when he was playing Crash 4 Blind for the first time, he missed when Dingodile said bollocks. I really wanted him to... He included it in his Crash 4 video, in his review, but when he was initially blindly streaming it, he missed it because he was talking over it. And I was like, damn it! That's like the one you want to catch if you're from the Britlands.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
What is my cat doing? Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself.
It's loading Ore.
I played a little bit of Conquer Lever Reloaded, ignoring the warning labels, then noping out in the first or second act because the humor was too dull for my taste. Well, yeah, I mean, it's almost like you should have read the warnings. Even then, you still got a neutered version of Conquer because the real meat comes from the original game where they don't censor anything besides the word fuck. Dr. Muto kind of goes towards adult humor. How far do they take it, though, is what I'm saying. And when I say I want, to see another platformer go that more adult route with its humor, I don't mean anything like fucking Family Guy or Sausage Party or some fucking shit like that. I even for adult shows, I want to see more than just... Because Erin brought up a good point. She was like, yeah, all the fucking like shows that are aimed for adults are way more fucking immature than actual kid shows that deal with adult situations like fucking Avatar or something.
Because like it seems like most people think that, oh, to be adult you just have to like, just have to cuss a lot and just say fuck a lot. It's like, no. In fact, that makes you seem less mature.
You say fuck a lot, you show penises and vaginas and boobs.
Yeah. Just talk about sex all the time. It's not...
Yeah, sex and cussing, that's an adult show.
Oh.
Being meta and fourth wall breaking and self-aware. And having having a very bizarre art style. And being about, slice of life with a family of characters. That's most adult shows. even if adult shows that have like fantasy-esque elements, or if there's still an adventure to be had, the humor just happens to be adult, it still borders on like fucking sex and just saying the word fuck because you can, and that's not always fun or funny. I would like to see, you know, an adult show that chooses specific and clever moments to cuss and to bring up that kind of stuff, but for the most part, you know, is in it for the adventure, in it for the character growth and development. I'm not saying that some of those shows don't have, like Rick and Morty maybe has character development here and there, but you just know it for the spastic writing and all the fucking cussing and stuff. And trying to play a drinking game every time they say each other's name and you'll be dead before the 5-minute mark. But I want to see an adult show, or even, like I said, an adult, you know, toned kids game. It looks like a kids game, but it's more for adults. That doesn't really aim to see how many times they can say the word fuck, but, you know, have an adventure, have some funny adult moments, but choose when to have them, choose when to show them and to indulge in them. That's what a lot of stuff like that suffers from, is the writing and the dialogue and the humor by extension. if anyone tries to make fun of you for that, oh, you don't watch Family Guy, you just watch kids shows, grow up and watch something like American Dad where they cuss a lot.
Yeah.
Watch
Well,
Family Guy, an adult
something
show.
that actually deals with adult situations.
I mean, I usually see Avatar brought up as a really good example of a kids show that is still purely aimed for kids, but they do deal with some adult situations sometimes. Very mature situations, and mature doesn't have to mean, oh, like, sex? Fucking no.
Yeah.
That's not what mature has to mean all the time. Like, you know, actual fucking grow up and learn how to do shit type of scenarios.
Like, my dad will watch, like, adult stuff because he knows it's kind of immature and silly. Like, he likes how, like, dumb and stupid it is.
What shows does he like? Has he seen Rick and Morty?
No, but he likes stuff like Futurama.
Yeah, well, Futurama makes sense because it never borders on, you know, it's not Family Guy, but it's not quite Simpsons either. Like, it does go a little beyond Simpsons probably, but it's not Family Guy. But I say that because Family Guy tries to hit you with that shock humor, and sometimes they'll just start initiating a barrage of cuss words, or they'll start, you know, they'll show someone naked for a brief minute or something.
Yeah.
Especially when shows like that go on for so fucking long. Like Family Guy and American Dad and fucking Simpsons will just not fucking die. It's like, how long can you still write humor like that? It doesn't matter if you keep getting like fresh generations of writers every like 5 to 10 years, you're still gonna end up running dry eventually. Like, it's clear that shows like that go on for too long just undergo all different kinds of changes as time goes on.
Yeah.
Even when it's just purely kids shows, like SpongeBob will not fucking die. And it's overstayed its welcome, I think, at this point. I'd rather it end already and try to end on a powerful note than whimper out the way like Fairly Odd Parents did.
Right.
Where its series finale didn't even feel like a fucking finale, and they already had like 3 of them with all the specials they had. They should have just ended it at Channel Chasers. I still agree with that. People are still saying that they should have ended with Channel Chasers.
Yeah.
It was a really good ending. No, that was just a what-if scenario. Okay. I wish it wasn't. Silver says Family Guy and Bob's Burgers is borderline. American and South Park is way too much. Oh, the shit they got away with in South Park. Oh, isn't that fun? Look at those two fellows calling for your attention.
I knew what the real one was because I had already gotten the only white Jinjo.
Yeah. Yep, they didn't. It wasn't. They just retconned it to keep it going. Yeah, the amount of times shows. Yeah, that's another thing. If you don't want a series to end, even though you've probably already written an ending for it years ago, you just retcon it later. I remember hearing that there were like 2 separate Christmas episodes for Simpsons that were written to essentially be series finales because they didn't know if they were going to get renewed. And then wouldn't you know, of course, they got renewed. So it's just another like kind of what if, nice little silly season finale type of thing instead of an actual series finale. The Jinjo's a dick for not warning Banjo. Amidst all the helps and whistles, they go, "He's not real.
No, he's not real.
Don't trust him."
Please. Please help me. Oh god.
Let me out. Oh my god, are they trying to reboot King of the Hill? Are you serious? Oh yeah, wasn't it rumored? Wait, is Static Shock actually announced for Multiverses?
I think so.
I didn't see an official announcement. I heard rumors. You could pick that up at least because it's free to play, so you're not actually wasting money on it.
Yeah.
And it already comes with voice acting. Aha! Yes. Sometimes it's fun to watch little kid stuff just to make fun of it. I mean, I suppose. Listen, the one thing you don't make fun of legitimately is Blue's Clues, because that was my jam as a kid. I think it's, especially the new one right now, I think they're doing a really good job with it. I was really scared when I first heard they wanted to bring it back, because I was like, dear God, what the fuck are they gonna do? They better not change the art style too much. They better not start making all these modern references and shit. And they're really moderate with that. They found a really nice happy medium. They did have to, I guess, feel the need to introduce stuff like emails, and the handy dandy notebook for some reason is a phone as well. It doubles as a phone and a notebook.
Why couldn't it be a laptop? Like a notebook?
That would have been cool, I guess. I mean, I still like that they do, you know, natural. Yeah, I mean, I like that they didn't go a tablet route and like drawing it with like a digital pen, like on a screen. Like it's still with crayon and the paper. I mean, Mailbox, because Mailbox was my favorite character when I was a little kid. I was like, if they're getting emails, then what the fuck's the point of Mailbox? They better not like take his ass out of the show. And no, they still get the occasional letters, which is good.
Box.
Email box. Yeah, the inbox.
Mailbox was my favorite character. I loved the Mailbox.
I liked them that was a whole lot. I had this little, there was this Blue's Clues little like children's like drawing kit or something, and it came in a little the little what would you call it, case, I guess. The little carrying case was shaped like, it was shaped and opened up like mail. It was Mailbox. So you open them up and then you slide them out a little bit and you get all your stuff out from inside, and it was cool. And no, I was thoroughly surprised that, you know, they kept the feel. Of course, it looks updated and really clean and nice, of course. Not very many characters are in CGI, just like Blue. I mean, actually, all the dog characters I think are in CGI, but everyone else is still 2D. It looks more detailed. but it's still like the same style. It's because there were a good chunk of the more prominent crew members who made the original show are also overseeing this one, so that was a really good sign. You're looking for the kitten? Oh, he skulked out of my closet. He went somewhere down that way. He might be in the living room. The creepy SpongeBob fan theories. No. Well, besides, no. Are we talking film theory? Where, I don't know, there were a couple episodes they did on SpongeBob. The biggest thing I thought that was cool about the new Blue's Clues show, just to end off that real quick, is how Steve and Joe are still a part of the show, which I was not expecting. I was like, oh, maybe they'll do like a reference to them at some point. No, they're kind of like recurring characters. And I was like, oh shit, that's awesome. Plus there's that new movie that Paramount, when Paramount was making all those fucking Paramount Plus announcements, when we first got word that there was gonna be a third Sonic movie and all that. They also talked about they were gonna do a new Blue's Clues theatrical film, and all three of them are in it. Josh, Steve, and Joe. And it's really weird because the one and only screenshot they've shown so far is that they're not in the cartoony little, okay, it's like they're in the quote-unquote real world because they're like in the city and it's like the real ass city. And I was like, what the fuck? What is this? Did they Blue Skidoo into like a real ass like postcard or some shit? Like, what's going on here? I was like, I need to know what's going on there, because that's fucking funny. In the cartoony house or the cartoony Blue's Clues world, they're in the real world. And it's not like that's even a stretch, because I do remember there was a VHS I had, and it was like a Blue's birthday episode, and it was like a short or something. I don't think it was like a full episode, or it was just the beginning of the episode. Steve was trying to do like a birthday dance or something. He didn't know the steps, so there were these actual kids watching him on the TV, and he Blue Skidooed out of the TV into their house, and they were teaching him how to do the dance. It was really funny. I remember that. Live action Clifford? Absolutely not. No, I was never on board with that. It has like not the same feel in the slightest of the show, so I didn't even bother.
He definitely does look like a big red dog.
Yeah, he looks like he's covered in blood.
What would you do if you saw a big red dog in real life?
I would think that he was covered in blood and I'd get away from him. I wouldn't pet him. Listen, it's almost like some things weren't exactly meant to be translated into live action CGI. Clifford being one of them. It's because it's not like they made him particularly cartoony and stand out. He just looks like a real ass dog, but in CG and red. And what? Emily Elizabeth goes to school and she's picked on, so she's a loser or something. It's like, but that is not what the show is about. Okay, I know that already. Tell me something I don't know. Raise the ejaculating platforms, why don't you?
Exactly. Look, it's a penis.
Look at the funny phallic imagery.
Oh, the phallic imagery.
Look at the fucking phallic imagery. Oh yeah, one theory is that they're all actors in suits. Yeah, I watched something on that. I think it was a film theory episode. Or no, it might have been somebody else that did a theory video on it. The suit theory. Because a lot of characters are shown to like be wearing suits to look like other people or something. I don't know, it's very bizarre. Pterodactyl land. There was one guy who went insane with SpongeBob theories, but he recently made a post saying he's done with SpongeBob. I, a 27-year-old man, am done watching this children's cartoon, looking for deeper meanings that may or may not be there. I am finally moving on to do actual things in my life with consequences to society. I'm actually going to contribute to society. Says I, the 26-year-old doing videos on Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. Damn, I wish there was something I could do to help you with that stupid lag.
I've tried changing the settings in OBS. It doesn't do a thing.
I wonder if it's anything going into the capture card and not the capture card's connection into the laptop itself. So I can't think of much else. You're trying to freaking look something up, like something like this up online isn't going to yield anything helpful. It's going to be like, oh, fucking, do you have like, you have to get to this, and you have to have a this dimension fucking setup, and you have to have this. What are your graphics cards like? Like, don't even fucking shut up. Apparently, you can't comment on irony if you have a Crash profile picture on Twitter. I just want to see some 20-some-odd-year-old man, some kid, fucking some punk, be like, hey guys, I've been doing a bunch of SpongeBob-themed videos on my channel lately, and I'm here today to announce that I'm done with that. I'm here to announce I'm not making any more SpongeBob videos. I'll pass the baton over to my little 12-year-old brother. Four of us left, huh? Again, I'm a little behind in the thing. It's kind of how it went. He was like, I make a lot of SpongeBob videos, and I feel like I need to move on. I've been sitting here for 7 years straight, doing nothing but watching SpongeBob episodes. Rewinding the part when Squidward suicide popped up. Remember when they did the Squidward suicide reference in the SpongeBob episode, and then they had to take it out because it fucking scared children like it would? It's a fucking reference to a stupid creepypasta. Now, when's Disney gonna reference Suicide Mouse?
Never.
Those new Mickey cartoons definitely fucking would. They would have that type of humor. They were a little self-referential. I think they would go that far. I don't think they're being made anymore. Or I think they might be, but I can't remember. It's those ones where it kind of mimics the old style, but it's like, it's fucking sporadic and it's very SpongeBob-like in how, like, expressive and crazy they are. And it was kind of a first for Disney to show Mickey in that light, because he was always like the Mario of cartoons. And then they said, no, let's make him fucking insane, and then they did that. And I think those episodes are really funny, actually. Each theory is like an hour long, and sometimes he'll put two theories together as one big theory. Jesus. I tend to not watch other people's theory videos for some reason. The only real theory channels I follow are like game theory and food theory and film theory. But even then, I don't watch them all the time. I say, even though I binged a few film theory episodes last night. Okay, Trey, there are no excuses anyone's making. It's because they have to deal with a very real situation within Activision. They're not going to address everything publicly because stuff like that isn't meant to be addressed publicly. It gives a bad image on them, and a lot of people already hate them as a company. So when these very serious allegations about their CEO came out, of course they had to fucking stop everything they were doing. And in terms of the kid-oriented fucking IPs like Crash and Spyro, of course they were going to go on hiatus again. Because there was totally the possibility that a kid's going to want a Crash Bandicoot game, and then their mom is going to be like, but wait, that's the company I heard that their CEO had like these sexual harassment allegations. So no, we can't buy that game for you because that's bad. See, it's not a very good look on them, so of course they have to like stop everything to sort this situation out. I said in my latest video, the video I put out a few days ago, like 2 days ago, or 3 or how many ever already at this point, I said that Call of Duty is the one that can keep going because other developers can kind of, you know, contribute to that. In fact, all of Activision's developers were pretty much contributing to that. It's already this very more mature-oriented kind of IP or whatever. But, so at least Activision has something they're cranking out for the time being. But like I said in my video, Wumpa League was ready to be announced officially. Those teases came because they were ready. That's why the pinatas were sent out. That's why Paul Yan included those Wumpa League references in the GDC talk. I covered all that stuff. I was on top of that shit. I understood what was going on. They don't want to look bad in terms of, you know, their younger demographic. So that stuff had to get put on hold. But because stuff's going forward now, and because we're a year away from the acquisition, and steps are being made, are being taken to start making a difference within the company, it seems like we may finally, if these rumors right now are true and all that, we'll see in just 3 more days, but it might be time finally to get back to everything. Because something I also forgot to mention was that Toys for Bob had been, for the past year or so, they've been hiring on and off again, and they keep saying to make games like Crash 4 and Call of Duty, which means they want to, you know, not leave out their other stuff as well. It's not going to just be COD, so they have to have some Crash stuff in the works. Pandemic is obviously a reason to pause a game, but when it comes to Activision's specific situation, it was also the allegations primarily, I feel. Like, again, why would you continue to make kids games right now when these sexual harassment allegations are still happening? Word gets out really fast and everyone uses the internet, so parents are going to complain about it. I feel they were trying to dodge that by just pulling the plug and waiting for a time to resurrect those projects. And I think now might be the time, if the rumors are anything to go by. But we'll have to see. We don't know yet. I always say we never know, so don't just assume you know. Because I always do my speculation videos and whatnot and discussion videos whenever news comes out, whether it's legitimate news straight from, you know, Toys for Bob or Activision when they actively tease shit, or if it's stuff like this Chatterdays thing where the guys were just kind of saying it, and it was kind of a tease with how they were saying it. Whether it's something very blatant from the source or by somebody else who may be an influencer, an insider, or a leaker or something, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt, because you never know when something's gonna change last minute. Take a look at what happened with the fucking Activision stream when they were gonna announce Reignited. I was talking to Aaron about that in our podcast, and I felt my theory, because they never confirmed what happened during that live stream, my theory was that they were trying to implement that cheat code so they could show it off, and that would be the tease/confirmation to Reignited, trying to get that cheat code into Insane, but they probably couldn't code it right at the last minute, so they probably just ducked out and said, you know what, yeah, we don't have an announcement, and there was just no explanation, and it pissed a lot of people off. And you can't really call COVID an excuse. It's a legitimate reason. You can't... Production's just gonna slow down because everyone is away from... They have to communicate in a different way. They can't communicate in person. Like, devs haven't really made it clear. All devs everywhere, anyone you could possibly think of, there's probably a chance they've never made it clear if at this very moment they're back to being in their offices or not, or if they're still working from home. I'm sure some probably did return to their offices and are just, you know, wearing masks and, you know, taking precautions, but we don't know. When it was lockdown, everyone had to just be away from everyone, and that did halt a lot of shit. So it's not an excuse, it's a legitimate reason. That's what I always say in my videos, just formulate your own theory. What do you guys think? I always say that. Because I never say, hey guys, look, it's happening. I don't think if I ever say that, it's because it seems like it's very, 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 very plausible. Like with Reignited. Yeah, I mean, like with Reignited, it was a day-by-day basis. It was a day-by-day process. Each day, someone would get a new egg, or Falcon and Bob would do something, and people had long confirmed that the eggs were coming from Activision's offices. So obviously at that point things are happening, so we can say, hey guys, it'll be happening soon. We don't know when, but it'll be soon. It's definitely happening. It's coming. That's when we can be confident in saying that. But with something like right now with Crash, like, we don't know if it's going to be true or not. I'm telling you I'm telling you the truth. I do have a source that I can talk to, but they're not going to tell me shit. I can't confirm or deny anything right now. And even if they told me, obviously I'm not gonna fucking leak that shit. I'm not gonna zipper mouth emoji you. I'll let CG and others do that. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'll do it if everyone else does it. If only I hear shit from somebody. If somebody tells me what's happening. Out of respect and stuff, I probably wouldn't. I think I've done that once or twice. I think I've only used the emoji once or twice, and it's because others were already doing it before me. I just happened to talk to them and they told me what was going on. Hello, Galactic Hypernova. Best sequel. Fucking Minjo. He's so mad. Slowly and down smash? Probably. When a new Crash thing or Spyro thing actually does come out, I want to fucking be one of the first ones to be like, hey guys, check it out. You too. You need to be like, I've known for a month now. You need to talk to your sources and see when Spyro's gonna fucking come back. Then you gotta tell me.
No.
Why won't you tell me? Does that no to me or no to whatever you're doing in the game right now? Oh shit, you fell. This information's for me only, not you. Yeah, so I'll say it again. You just walk up slowly and down smash? I'll say it again. Go check out our latest episode of the Vid Games podcast where Miharu and I talk about Spyro. We have some really good points of conversation, some good topics we go over. It was a very fun discussion.
Alright, Terry.
Eerie.
Stop hawking movies at me, Terry. Woo. Okay. Terry fight, and then I'll end it.
Hey. Yeah, what Melancholy said again, it kind of was out of their hands. It felt, yeah, there was a state of play that was yeah, that's what I was saying. I think of all things, of all places they could have done the announcement for Wumpa League, before the allegations really came to light and stopped everything, it likely would have been, because that was the week that I think the pinatas were being sent out. It could have been on Crash's actual 25th, because that day, September 9th, was a state of play or something. I think there was a state of play. It was something for PlayStation. So I think I want to say it was a state of play. I think it was. It lined up really, really well, and I think they knew that, so they were probably doing the teases early, so that way they could try and hit that that date, but then they didn't. At the same time, that was also when I wanted to do the Crash Community Day, so I still wanted to do some type of something to celebrate Crash, on the off chance that nothing got revealed. So because nothing got revealed, I figured that was a good time to just kind of push that, you know, hey, let's bring the community together at least to do stuff for the series and to celebrate the series. But yeah, again, it was just kind of out of their hands. They probably had to pull the plug, because not long after, that's when all the stuff started to come up. Also, if you guys didn't know or forgot, I've also announced like a week or two ago, I announced that at the end of this month, on the 30th, we're doing another community day. It's Crash Community Day 2. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right. It's hard for, I swear something's wrong with my mouth. I can't say words right. Crash Community Day 2. Because that's the 5-year anniversary of Insane. June 30th. Let me get that day real quick. The day that falls on is a Thursday. It's the last day of the month. That's crazy. Ensign's already been up for 5 years. I'd rather have a late game that's amazing over a rushed, trashy game. Looking at you, Enter the Dragonfly. Hey, listen, Enter the Dragonfly, to its credit, does have some cool ideas and some neat set pieces, but the majority of the game itself just doesn't really work very well. And I learned that over time, because when I was a kid, I didn't have a problem with it. I liked the game because it was just another Spyro game to me. Sure, it felt a little different, it played a little different, but it was still Spyro to me. And while the game still does have a very Spyro feel, I can still acknowledge that today, it's just not a very well put together Spyro game. Same thing with Wrath of Cortex, actually. I do still really like Wrath of Cortex. It was my first PS2 game I ever played, because I got it for Christmas with my PS2 that year. It was like 02 or something. And it's a very slower paced Crash game. It's a very different kind of game in some respects. Doesn't do stuff, whatever, from what it recycles from 3, doesn't do as well, of course. I do acknowledge that, but I still think it's fun in its own right. Crash Community Day 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Cortex Strikes Ass.
Cortex Strikes Ass. Found the ass.
I found the ass. The ass, of course. I was watching that back a few days ago.
It's so funny.
I get you're tired of waiting, Trey. I mean, we all are. We want to see something new already. Look how long people have been waiting for a new Spyro thing. Everyone, even with these rumors and stuff for Crash and how all the media outlets are reporting on it, fans are retweeting that, QRTing those articles and saying, well, yeah, that's cool and all, but what about Spyro? People still want Spyro. Everyone's tired of waiting, but you just gotta do it. It just comes with dealing with someone like that, like Activision. Whether it's their own whatever's, or because of these serious issues that they have to deal with first. That's just what we got to do. We just got to wait. Crash 4 isn't the hardest game. The hardest game is the waiting game. But also, Crash 4 does get really fucking hard sometimes. They said brawler, and if that is true, I still would really. And what was it? One of my last streams, I think, or it might have been one of your last streams that I was in. Someone suggested, what if there was like a Crash platform fighter? And I was like, oh fuck, that would be awesome. I said, right now, the ideal spin-off games that you could possibly have for Crash and Spyro, I'm not saying I want the next Spyro game to be this, but a cool idea for a Spyro spin-off, besides the one that I said in the podcast about it being like a Hyrule Warriors inspired type of like beat 'em up adventure game. Besides that, if you had to go like a little more practical and a little more like something that might actually happen, I could see like a Spyro racing game happening. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
And for Crash, hell yeah, a platform fighter would be really cool to see. Just with specifically Crash characters. Again, you could throw Spyro in there if you wanted to, but that would be really fun to see a fucking Crash platform fighter. I could see it being that. Which is harder, Crash Bash 200%ing it or Crash 406%ing it? Well, I haven't done either, so I couldn't tell you. I know it's been a really excruciating trek trying to 106% Crash 4 because I 100%ed it, but I've still got a few perfect relics and like a bunch of fucking time trial relics to go. The time trial relics are gonna be the hardest fucking part for me. Like I said, Trey, you're just gonna have to wait. We're all gonna have to wait. There's no getting around it. Just don't get impatient. That's the only thing that's my advice to everyone. It's fine to express being tired of waiting because we all are. That's not, anything we're trying to hide. Just don't bully people over it, or don't, grow impatient about it, because that's just gonna lead to a bunch of more negativity that doesn't need to be spread around right now. Makes the community seem way more, intense than they actually are. Yeah. I'm still working at 106% in Crash 4, and it's been pretty tough, but I've never even 100% in Crash Bash, let alone 200% of it, and I don't even know how 200%'s that game. I've never seen how that's done. I always thought that was like a cheat or a glitch or something. I didn't know that was like a legit thing, that Crash Bash legitimately goes up to 200%. I didn't know that, so I have no idea how you do it. I think I probably beat the game one time when I was a kid, and I barely remember doing it. And it's been a while since I've played it. I do have Crash Banjo-Tooie Carnival, the Japanese Crash Bash, but I haven't touched it yet. Because I have to beat CTR or Crash Bandicoot Racing on the Japanese PS1.
Alright, 30 G's. Done.
Dang, 30. You just need 40 more to beat Grunty. To get to Grunty.
Yeah.
That's some good progress, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so. I got 10 more Jiggies than last time, so that's pretty progress.
Nice.
Okay. Alright, that's gonna do it for the stream. Thank you all so much for joining. And, as always, if you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more casual gaming content. And join my Discord, there's a link in the description below. And I'll see you next time. Until then, this is Miharu, signing off.
Yay. And before you guys leave, if you want to catch me live on my channel, I'm going to be streaming Crash of the Titans tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard.
Yes.
Yee.